Very good evening, all. Am I audible? Thank you for the response. Can you please confirm whether my screen is visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let us start this session. A very warm welcome to all the participants for this AI powered research paper drafting and refinement workshop from idea to publication. We have named as a beginner's guide so that the one who want to learn from the scratch, the one who want to write a paper from the scratch can make use of this workshop. And I thank ThinkRoads Innovative Solutions for giving me this opportunity. And myself, Dr. Santosh Krishna Bevi. I am working as Associate Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at New Horizon College of Engineering, Bangalore. First, let us start with the workshop goal. The main goal of this workshop is to help the beginners, that is, students, or you may be early researchers, or any faculty members, learn how to use AI tools intelligently and, most importantly, ethically for developing an idea, structuring any papers, writing, and how to refine the papers and submit it to some good journals or conferences and publish it in a reputed place. Hope it is clear. My voice and the screen is clear. Anybody can reply to me, one of you.
Yes, sir, it is
Yes,
audible.
yes, clear.
Yes,
Yes,
thank you,
audible,
thank you, thank
audible.
you. Thank you for the response. Fine. What are the objectives we are going to do? We'll understand how the AI tools support the research life cycle. Like we'll see what are the AI tools available, which are free, which are some pro versions available where we can use it, and learn how to generate research ideas and problem statements. And we will do some sort of performance of literature review using the AI tools. We learn how to draft and refine the research content effectively. And most importantly, as I said, apply ethical practices in AI aided writing. These are some of the objectives for today and tomorrow. We will see one by one objective. When we'll see by end of tomorrow, we will cover almost all the objectives and you will be able to confidently Try to write your own article or at least start your own idea. Before that, just for an icebreaker activity, a small image is shown to you, and one of you, anyone who is willing voluntarily, can give me a short story for 1 or 2 minutes maximum with this picture. Anyone who is willing, you can just turn off your microphone and then give me the answer. Turn on the microphone and give me the answer. Anyone who is willing. Anybody? I have given a picture. We have a butterfly and an eagle, and you can connect all these things and give me a small one line or two line interpretation or a story or a title at least. Anybody? Any answers in the chat box? Yes.
So target is more important while
Very good.
in any work.
Very good. Any more answers? Sorry. Any more answers? You can connect this eagle and butterfly and give me some story. Some thunderstorms are there. Anybody else? Anything is fine. Any answer is fine.
Don't worry about the hurdles, fly higher.
Very good. Very good, sir. Any more? Any more? Any more? Quick. We have a lot to cover. Yes. See, we have an eagle, we have a butterfly. Once what happened, there was a very big thunderstorm and it was like heavy rains were there. And the eagle said like, now I can fly high and I can reach the safer place. You also can try it out. Whereas butterfly said like, no, my wings are weak. I can't fly. If I fly, I'll die. So let me wait for some time, somewhere, hide somewhere. Then once the rain stops, let me reach the destination. Both target is reaching the destination, but butterfly it takes its own way. Eagle is having its own way. So whatever may be the destination, whatever may be the target, see we will be having so many targets. We need to complete a scopus publication, a conference paper, or a patent, whatever it is. Everyone will have it their own story. While seeing one person reaching a very big level, publishing 100 papers in 1 year, we should not hurry up and say like, okay, let me also try it to publish at least 101 papers. So everyone will have their own strength, their own weakness. Based on what we are skilled, accordingly we can try our own level. If not 100, let me try for 2 papers first or 1 paper first. So let us have a small target what is achievable, then we can see. Please do not see like others are doing so much things, why can't I, why should I do it, all these things, because targets are more, pressures will be more. So we should not hurry up and do some sort of activities which will lead us some trouble. This is my story. Okay, I asked you, you can give any other stories. Okay, so research begins where your interpretation starts. The same picture, if I'm showing it to a 8-year-old kid, he will give me his own interpretation. The same story, the same picture, if I'm giving it to a 50-year-old person, they will say a story according to them. So research is something like where how you perceive the things, in what way we perceive the things. We, whatever we may think it is correct, it may not be correct to the second person, third person. That is why if we take some two to three reviewers who are reviewing our paper, one may give us very positive comments, other may give us completely negative comments. That is why there is an option for third reviewers comments, okay, so that they will take best of the two comments. So what happens? Whatever we do may not be correct to everyone else. When we do some presentation, somebody may accept a presentation, somebody may say it is outdated. Because one who has already learned the concept may say outdated, one who is starting to learn those concepts may say like concept is interesting. So irrespective of those things, whatever we do, when we have a clear goal, we must proceed with that one. Please do not take these things like they are giving us the negative comments, positive comments, whatever it is. Take all those comments and then whatever is best to you, please do carry on. So where the research starts, research begins wherever interpretation starts. When we start interpreting some things, there the research starts. Fine. From idea to literature review. Say I want the session to be interactive because it is of this timing. It's not our working time. It's of the timing we are doing it, and let us have it in an interactive way. Whatever you have some doubts, you can ask me. I'll try to clear it then and there. If otherwise, the last we can have some 10-15 minutes time to discuss about the queries, all those things. First, today we'll see how to start with an idea and to go up to literature review. What is actually research? A research is a systematic process of turning our ideas into knowledge and ultimately creating an impact. See, we will have so many ideas. How to make these ideas into products? The product should be reaching to the market. Only when it is reaching to the society, we will have a good research outcome. So, research is like research is not only in a level of PG or in the level of UG. Whatever we do, even a small vendor, if he is having some sort of innovative idea, if he is doing some sort of small changes in such a way that the market is getting attention, that is again a good research. It is a systematic process of turning an idea into a knowledge and ultimately creating an impact. Whatever we do, it should have a good impact. It is not just like finding some answers, okay, but asking about the right questions and discovering some solutions. Whatever we do, it should be useful for the society. Only then we'll have an impact. From idea to impact, what is the stage of idea? It is called as the curiosity stage, where everything will start with a question like why should I do this one? How I can do? What if I don't do? What if I do? Okay. So when we have these questions in our mind, then we will have some sort of curiosity to start our research journey. So when we need to get an idea, we should have some sort of curiosity. What is the impact when I do this work? Okay, what if my work is not available? When we have a question like, if suppose my project is not available, if my product is not available, what is the impact? If my product is available, what will be the impact? Though we get the results are not secondary thing. First, primarily, we should have an curiosity to start something, some stage in a start the project or the research. Some curiosity should be there. That is the idea consumption stage. Next, then we will have the research stage, which is very important stage where we will collect some information and do some sort of hypothesis. See, we have mentioned as hypothesis because we do not know exactly whether I'll get the result or not. We do not know what exactly will be the result. We will do some sort of hypothesis, then we will analyze the results. If suppose the results are to be fine tuned, again we'll start doing the hypothesis test, then analyze those results. If I need to add some more data, we will collect some more data and then do some sort of experiments. And I've given some examples. So first example for the idea, can we make energy storage more efficient? Can we make either yes or no? Again, a curiosity will be there. Then doing some sort of experiments on new battery materials or something like, we will have the research stage. Then while we have completed the research, then we are ready to find out the outcome. The outcome will be in terms of publications, in terms of patents, or it can be a end product. The most important thing is the last one, which is the end product. Okay, when we are able, sorry for that, is it visible?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Just a second. Just a second.
No, sir.
Okay, no issues. No issues. What is visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for that. So,
Yes, sir.
as I was telling, we
Yes,
need to
sir.
generate the ideas. After generating the ideas, we need to do the literature review. These two things are interrelated. Once we complete the literature review, we'll be able to find out the gap. From there, we can able to find out the what exactly the problem statement is. Once then it is done, we can start drafting the paper. Once paper drafting is done, everything is done. The main thing is in the refinement. Many papers are getting rejected because of the poor refinement process. Because once we complete the paper, immediately we start submitting to the multiple places, then we will start getting the rejection mails. Here it is very carefully we should take care of the refinement process. Then we have the formatting and the submission. We can do it. Those are this is the life cycle of the research. We will see these things one by one. Okay. What is the role of AI in research writing? See, all of us are interested in using the AI tools in the research. Why do we need to do this? Is AI will act as a co-pilot for generating the ideas. What we used to spend for months together, we can do it within some 1 or 2 days using the AI tools. We can generate n number of ideas using the AI tools. Because what we used to do, we used to read n number of papers, then we need to ask so many faculties professors who are experts, then we'll get some ideas. Now it is able to do, can do it with the AI tools. Then it will help as an reader for the analyzing the research, and it can act as an editor for refining the drafts. After completing the papers, we can use the AI tools for refining the work. Then it can also do the formatting, because formatting is very important task when we go for very good uh, quality journals. That formatting also we can able to do with the help of the AI tools. But very important mantra is human validation is non-negotiable. Whatever we use, okay, how much we are doing with AI tools, we should validate with our self. The last final validation should be with the humans, because we can't negotiate the human validation with the machine validation. It is very important class. Now, what is there are three types of papers. Actually, we have four types of papers. I have mentioned here three types of papers. One is called as the research paper. Next we have review paper, then we have survey paper. These are the three types of papers we have. In this first one is the research paper, where we are able to, and fourth one is the case study paper, which I'm not taking into account. Now we am taking only three things: research paper, review paper, and survey paper. Can somebody tell me, is review paper and survey paper is same, or both are different? Anybody is having any answers? Is my review paper and survey and review are same? How many will say review and survey is same? You can give your answers in your Google Meet chat box also. You can give an answer as same or different. My question is, review paper and survey paper are same or different? You can put a message as same or different in the chat box. I'm reading your messages. Both are same or both are different? Research, so review paper and survey paper. A review on so and so, a survey on so and so. Is both same or different? Any answers? Requesting participants to be a little more active. Review and survey. Both are same or different? Yes. It can be any answer. Same or different. Okay. See, research paper is one which is having a original research with new findings. Okay, we'll have a new whatever when we are whenever we say it's a research article, research paper, which means there is something very new. We have found something very new, and it will contribute new knowledge or insights. Okay, the main purpose of the research paper is to contribute something new insights or new knowledge. Then here we will use some sort of experiments on or observational, or it can be computational. It can be one of these three. Either we can do write research paper by doing some experiments, or by doing some sort of observation, or by using some sort of mathematical or computational things. Then here the source can be primary, or it can be secondary data, which means which we can take it data source from certain sort of existing data sets, or you can create your own data sets and then we can use it. And what is the main scope is it is completely a narrow and focused. Okay, example is given a novel deep learning based model for an image classification, which means we are doing some sort of research completely, we have found some new results, new findings. It can be qualitative, it can be quantitative, whatever it is. Okay, we have done some experiments and got some results. Those results we got it by using some sort of data sets which are existing, or we can take it from the new data sets. And it should be narrow and clearly focused, it should be very clear, it should be a novel. Okay, and it should have some sort of outputs, original outputs should be there, and it should be having some sort of good novelty. Whereas what is a review paper? Review paper will summarize and synthesize the existing literature, whatever we have the literatures, those things will be summarized, and it will be providing an overview of the existing knowledge. And here we will do some sort of searching and then do some sort of little analysis. We will do some sort of graphs, we will draw some graphs comparing some xyz methods which are existing already. Here it is not a primary, it is completely secondary. Already somebody has done something, we will just take those things and then compare xyz, all those things, then we will give as a paper. We can have given an example as a review of machine learning in healthcare, which means many people have published papers in the machine learning domain, and taking all those papers and doing some sort of review and then giving as a paper, it is called as the review paper. For example, if suppose a blockchain is new technology and application of the blockchain in agriculture, if I take, again we will have some good number of papers, I'll review some recent 5 years papers, then write a review paper. What is a survey paper? I ask you question whether review paper or survey paper is same, because many of us are confused and we will use these terms interchangeably, like a review on, yeah, otherwise we'll survey on. Okay, we can't write a survey on machine learning in healthcare, because the next slide will give you the answer. See here, why we can't use it? Review and survey papers names interchangeably. Review paper is an secondary, which means whatever we are already having, those papers I'm going to take, collect those papers, do some sort of study within those papers which are existing already. Then I am going to summarize. Just it isn't summarize and giving some sort of critics for the existing research. It is completely a theoretical process. There is no sort of analytical or empirical process here. Completely theoretical. Whatever is existing, just I'm going to copy everything, put it in a place, and going to give as a summary. As I told you, review of blockchain in research. Whereas what is a survey paper? Actual meaning for survey paper is collected by using survey. We are gathering some new opinions, new trends, and then writing those papers in an empirical approach. I have given survey on blockchain adoption in the SMEs. Okay. So some example is given there. So here, what is review paper? It will summarize and critically analyzes the existing research to highlight what is already known and to identify what is a gap. Whereas survey is something collecting new data. This can be done using various questionnaires or various methods are there to collect this survey and to study the opinions, trends, or patterns among a particular group of people. Because many people, many places, even we will do some mistake like just by we will think like both are same, but not same. A review paper is one which we will is already existing, where we are going to do some sort of secondary studies and then write a paper. Survey is completely dependent on the other person's opinions. We will take their opinions. For example, after COVID, we'll take if I am writing a paper like a survey on COVID-19 patients after recovery, which means I am conducting a survey by passing some questions to the people in real time, getting the responses, making as a paper that is called as survey paper. Hope it is clear. Any doubts up to this? Anybody is having any doubts up to this? Is it clear up to this? You can give me answers in your chat box. Is it clear up to this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, you told that literature survey, like literature
Hmm.
review, and what things we have to include in that, sir?
I'm going to
Do you
start.
put the literature work in review paper?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to start with the literature review portion shortly, sir. As of now, I'm giving you the difference. Okay, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we are bit clear what is the difference between the review paper and survey paper. So hereafter, at least let us start writing the papers accordingly. Because when we teach to our students, we should be very clear to use those names. Whether they should use, because many students will use a review paper, some people will write like survey paper. We should be very clear in using these terminologies. Now we have a project. It can be an UG project, it can be a PG project, or it can be a PhD project, research project, whatever it is, we should have a same flow. First, we should have a good title and an abstract. We will see one by one in an elaborate way. Now, as of now, a title and abstract should be a concise, descriptive should be there. We should write a brief abstract summarizing the problem, methods, results, and conclusion. Within 150 words, we should be able to clear the problem, method, result, conclusion as a small abstract within 150 words. We should be able to write it down. Next, when we may move on to introduction part, we need to introduce the problem or topic, highlight the motivation and significance, and we should have a small brief literature review showing the gaps. Okay, where what is there, okay, which you are able to address it. It can be a separate portion, or it can be within the introduction also. We can write the literature review. Then the third important thing is methodology. Here, very important part in our work is methodology. What is our project design? What are the experiments we have conducted? How we have implemented? What are the tools we have used? Because nowadays we need to, the standard journals ask us to upload our code in the repositories. Example, GitHub repositories. We need to upload it so that they will do some sort of verification before they approve our work. We can need to include the tools, techniques, data sets, or whatever simulations we have used in that methodology section. Then we have results and discussion. Here we need to present the findings very clearly, analyze the results, and compare with existing works if anything is possible. See, wherever we have the comparison, the acceptance rate will be high. If we don't have an comparison, which means we don't have a benchmark, what is the best? We should have a comparison wherever possible, and we should be able to discuss the implications, limitations, and what are the improvements we can do further. And many papers we will not papers will not have the what will be the further study. If we can add the further study, it will be useful for the upcoming researchers who want to take up the problem and then start doing the work. And we should have a good conclusion summarizing the key findings and future directions and references. All of us know which is very important part of any paper. We should cite all the sources in proper format. So as I told you, title and abstract. Okay, how to give a title? It should be specific, concise, and more informative. We should not use any sort of gimmick words, okay, which is like gen AI. Okay, if it is generative AI, it should be generative AI. Please don't abbreviate as gen AI, okay, or whatever it is. Please don't abbreviate them. Please give an complete form. If I am using IoT, let it be in Internet of Things in this title. It should be precise, concise, and then it should be more informative, because based on title, we will have an interest to read the paper, and it should reflect the main topic, and method application should be there, and outcome also should be there. When we are framing a title, we should have an topic, what is the application, what is the outcome. All these three should be there in our title. I have given example: machine learning based crop yield prediction using satellite images. Okay, all these things, main topic will be there. What is the method application, machine learning will be there. What is the outcome, okay, for the crop yield prediction. So all these three should be there. Okay, main topic, application or methods, and outcome should be there in our title. And abstract, it can be 150 to 250 words depending upon the journals or the conferences template. And here we should have four things as I told you: purpose, methods, results, conclusion. What is the main purpose? What are the methods? What are the results? What is the conclusion? See, we'll ask the AI tool to write an abstract. We will verify these things. Please make a note somewhere. Purpose should be there, method should be there, result and conclusion also should be there with the abstract. These 4 points are very important when we are going for in writing an abstract, because title, abstract, and our results part will play a very important role in our paper. See, normally we will start writing the abstract, or when we go to AI tool, ChatGPT, or whatever tool we are using, we will just immediately give a title and ask ChatGPT, write an abstract for this. Though abstract comes in the beginning, the abstract should be written only after completing the entire paper, though it is appearing first. So, the biggest mistake many of us will do is writing the abstract first. Even when we ask the students for the projects, UG project or PG project, we'll ask them, bring the abstract, bring the abstract. See, that is not the right way to bring an abstract. We can't write an abstract before completing the work. We can ask them just an outline, synopsis. We can ask them to give a synopsis. Or what is the outline? Even for the research PhD also, only after completing your entire work, you will be able to write an abstract for the work. So always remember, once we complete the entire paper, then we should come to the writing the abstract. Next, introduction part. Here in the introduction part, what is the problem? First, we should address what is the problem, why it is important, then what is missing. That is your research gaps. We need to identify the research gaps. Now, what is our final aim? What is the objective or the hypothesis? Okay. Very important thing is we should end with a clear problem statement and scope of the study. When though we have some one page introduction we have written, the last few lines should be very clear. It should define exactly the problem statement. What is the scope of your study? Why is your study important? Why do we need a research? That is the important thing. So we should have an four answers for the questions. What is the main problem? Which means it should have in context the background, then why it is very important, then what is exactly missing, then what is our objective or the aim. So whatever we do, remember one thing: introduction part should end with a clear problem statement and the scope of the future study. So we have completed the title part, we have completed the abstract part, then we have completed the introduction part. Then very important thing is methodology. Describe how we have conducted the research, how we have done this research, what are the things we have taken. It should have a clear block diagram. Any work, any paper without the diagram, it will not work out. So because picture speaks more than the words, so here we should have a, either it can be a block diagram or it can be a flow diagram or any sort of other diagrams we can draw it. And here it should, you should mention clearly what are the tools we have used, the algorithms we have used, what is the software we have used. All those things we should mention in the methodology section, then we should have the data sets. Because how we have conducted the experiment, what are the data sets we have used, those data sets should be cited properly at the in the references section. What are the experiments we have done, and we should tell about what are the evaluation metrics we have considered. If we have introduced any new evaluation metrics, that should be cited very clearly what is that new metric, because some metrics might be used for the agricultural purpose. If we are using it for some other application, then you should properly cite those metrics and the validation methods. Okay. This section is normally written after the experiments are complete, which means once you complete your experiments, you will know all these things. Because before starting, we will be knowing tentatively what is the tool I'm going to use it. Okay, what is the language I'm going to use it. But once you complete and get the results, then you will be able to confidently write down the methodology section. Then coming on to results and discussion section, here we will present our findings. Here, as much as possible, we need to represent with the help of tables, graphs, or any sort of visual comparisons. We have certain AI tools to do this graphs and doing some sort of pictures. Those things also we will try to discuss it maybe tomorrow. Here we will have the evaluation metrics. So different applications will have different metrics. Normally we'll have some sort of accuracy, precision, yield rate, and different parameters will be there. What are the quantitative performance metrics? Because results can be either qualitative or quantitative, or sometimes both qualitative and quantitative results should be presented in the paper if it is available. If quantitative results are there or qualitative results are there, other things are not there, you should mention why it is not available also. Then in discussion section, as I told you, when we compare our work with the benchmarks or state of the art works, then we'll have more weightage for our article. Why we should explain why our method is performing better, or why it is not performing better. See, always the research will not be in a positive way. Sometimes we'll find some sort of negative things. Even those things also we can record it, so that in the next future work we can reduce. For example, if I'm concentrating on completely accuracy to improve, my sensitivity or specificity or any other parameter may come down. Even then I can that my accuracy is good, that I can climb. We need to focus on the insights and not just numbers. See, as I told you, we should mention the limitations or the challenges in the discussion part. So, last we should have in conclusion before the references, we should summarize the key results in 2 to 3 sentences. As I told you, state how your work contributes to the field. What is the impact it is going? That is here is where we are going to write an impact. How my work is going to have an impact in the particular field, and we can have one or two future work for the improvements. Future work can extend, okay, this approach to multi-crop. See, if I am done for only single crop, it can be for a multi-crop data sets using some sort of hybrid deep learning models. Like that, we can able to write down the conclusion. And references, as I told you, citations and references are very important, because when we are taking some work from somebody, when we are giving them the credit by giving the citations and references, we will not have any problem. Otherwise we will have a biggest problem of facing the plagiarism. That we will see what is actually plagiarism, how to avoid the plagiarism, we will see that also. See, we should use an consistent citation style. It will be normally, we can't decide it based on the journals or the conferences. We should follow the references. And when we are using it with the help of tools like Zotero or Mendeley, we will not have any missing citations. And what we have done now, we will have a quick summary. We will see what actually to do. Start with methodology. As I told you, though abstract comes first, we will write the abstract and title normally at the last. Okay. First, we will start with the methodology. We need to start doing the documentation. What is the experiment? What are the tools we are going to use? What are the datasets we are going to use? So that we will be able to say confidently why it is done, what is that actual things it is done. Then we should able to write the results. Okay, what is the interpretation of our results? Okay, so that it will be easy for us to write down the abstract or whatever portions. When we get the results, then we can able to write down the article very easily, and then we can come for introduction. Once we complete the methodology, then got the results, then we can easily write down the introduction part. As I told you, we should write down the background and the problem context. Then you should tell about what is the importance of your work. Once you know what is exactly your contribution, then it will be very easy. After final completing everything, we can go with the writing the abstract. As I told you, abstract is heart of the paper, because only with the help of the abstract people are going to judge what is your work, what is your contribution. Because you will tell about your problem statement, methodology, then you will tell about the results, applications, everything will be there in the abstract. And title should be very clear, so that people will be able to understand the methodology, method, and the outcome from your title itself. So these are the summary part of whatever we have done so far. Any doubts up to this, please ask. We will start doing one by one. Literature review section I have not touched here. We will see when doing the hands-on session how to write down the literature review. Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. See now, the very important thing many people are waiting. See, I asked whether we will go with only the tools or will go with the how to have an article writing, and many people have voted for both. So we will just touch on the how to write an article, what are the parts of the article. Then we will see now what are the tools we have. There are many tools. If we go to Google or if you go to YouTube and search for AI tools, many tools will be available. Okay, we can use any tools which is easy for us to use. And here I am recommending few tools which we can we use it. It is not restricted to use only these tools. Whichever tools if you feel better, you can use those tools also for doing the research article writing, following the ethical guidelines. First one, idea generation and exploration. As I told you, generating an idea is very important. So for that we can use ChatGPT, or we can use Perplexity AI, or we can use the consensus. Consensus and the semantic scholar, which is almost will do the same job. Then here we can able to do the brainstorming and doing some literature discovery of existing papers, and we will be able to easily summarize the what are the existing papers, what is summary we have, and we can able to find out certain gaps using the ChatGPT or Perplexity or consensus. We can able to find out the certain gaps. But as I told you, human intervention is very important. Okay, it is non-negotiable. Okay, whatever papers or whatever the tools are giving, we need to confirm with the validated with the human findings. Then for that, as I told you, ChatGPT or Perplexity AI or consensus can be used. Then to define the problem, to get the ideas and explore certain things, we can use ChatGPT or Perplexity or whatever it is. Then we do write down the literature review. The very important and very useful tool is Semantic Scholar and SciSpace. SciSpace is really good tool, very nice tool, but it is little bit costlier. Only with the pro version we'll be able to do some good things. Okay, very high things we can do. Even complete paper we can write down with the help of the SciSpace if we have the results and all those things. But as I told you, it is a bit costlier tool. You can check it out the price, all those things. But Semantic Scholar is completely free. We can use Semantic Scholar as well for doing the searching the research scholars papers and reviewing the PDFs and extracting the insights. We can even ask what is there in the PDF. If any have any questions, we can ask with the help of those tools. We will do one by one tool. Okay, but then we have to draft the methodology. We have ChatGPT again. We can use it, or we can use the Power Drill AI tool. This is one of the Power Drill AI tool is one of the tool where we can upload some sort of data sets. If suppose when we have our own data sets, we can upload our data sets and ask the questions, and certain questions we can ask and we can able to get the answers automatically can able to do some sort of summary with the help of the data sets. Before performing any experiments with the help of data sets itself, we can able to get some sort of Any doubts up to this?
No, sir. Clear.
Okay, we'll continue. We'll continue. Thank you. So, for the figures and visualization, we can use draw.io, which is completely free. We can use it to draw any sort of diagrams. If we are using the Microsoft Outlook, again, we have a good option to draw the images using the Visio. Those who don't have the Microsoft Outlook account, you can use the draw.io. And we have one more tool called as Wondershare. That is again a paid version. So draw.io is a free version. Again, we can use it because we are not going to draw so many diagrams. So we can use the one tool which is available for free. Then for writing the results and proofreading, we can use Grammarly and Quillbot. This Quillbot is really a nice tool for paraphrasing. For doing some sort of paraphrasing, we can use this Quillbot. Grammarly is really a very nice tool for doing the grammar check. I recommend Grammarly Pro version to take if you are writing a thesis work. It is always good, though we are giving it to an English professor. It is good to have a Grammarly tool. Grammarly tool we can install in our laptops and mobile phones so that when we draft some mail something, we can be able to correct those grammars also. It will give us a clear clarity tone. Any repetitions or any odd words are there, those things will be removed. And when we are doing some sort of quillboard paraphrasing activities, there are some things which we should not do. Those things I will tell you when we are using the quillboard. Then for the references citation management, we can use Zotero or Mendeley. Both are good. Okay, we can install those plugins in our own Word document and we can use them. Zotero and Mendeley both are very good to use them, collecting and organizing and edit citing references. And Zotero we can able to use along with the other tools also. We can use the Zotero. So these are the some of the tools which are more than sufficient to write an article. In this almost everything is available in a very nominal cost if you want to go for a pro versions also. So we will see some of these tools how to start working on these things. Hope all of you have noted down these tools. So first, let us start with the idea generation. So how to start this idea generation? We can use different tools. We are not going to write the complete paper today. Okay? We are going to show all these tools. We will experiment all this with the tools. And then you can able to use those tools and then start writing your article. First, let us use the chat GPT to generate the meaningful and researchable topics. How to do this one? See, the thing is that we have a course called as prompt engineering and generative AI we have. So when we learn these two courses, prompt engineering and generative AI course, irrespective of our own departments, whatever departments it might be, okay, we might be of CSE or mechanical or electrical or whatever arts, whatever it is, we can learn this course, prompt engineering course. When we learn, we will know how to have a control on ChatGPT, because what we are going to give us a prompt, accordingly it is going to give us the answers. Sometimes whatever we have in our mind, it will understand. Sometimes it won't understand with our content what we are going giving as a prompt. So if we are just giving blindly, give me a topic on medical image processing, it will give us some topic. But how exactly we need to give us a prompt, that we will show you how to give as a prompt. First, initially what we need to do, irrespective of whatever it is, before starting the research, we should start with a broad theme. We should before don't narrow down to a particular theme in the starting itself. Okay, let us have a broad theme. Okay, then we will narrow down into an AIL. For example, now I have given example. See, you can have your own examples while practicing it. I am given an example. Okay, first I have given example like suggest some 5 trending research areas in mental health using AI, because I want to do some sort of depression detection techniques. I'm not asking it directly about depression detection at all. I'm just asking, give me some 5 trending research areas. So what happens? ChatGPT will give me 5 generative AI. You see, in the place of ChatGPT, you can use it. Perplexity also. Both are no issues. Okay. Now next we will narrow down. Let us narrow down to innovative AI-based approaches for early detection of depression using social media data. I have given that what type of data set I'm going to use. I'm going to use some sort of social media data. Then I need early detection of the depression. Then it can use any AI models. Now I have narrowed down to a little bit. Then even then, I now I do not know exactly what is the methodology I'm going to use it. I'm going to narrow down to get some idea. So I'm giving an AI-based approaches for early detection of depression using the social media data sets. Now, what we can do, you can just try some 2 3 topics in your domain using ChatGPT also. Okay. So now let us try for 1 or 2 sentences. Hope all of you are having your laptops with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Please give a prompt. Give a prompt. I have given the prompt example here. You can just try out those prompts, or you can have your own prompts of giving. Kindly give some prompt and give some sort of things. I'll also do it parallelly to you. I'll stop sharing this slide. Yes, can you see my ChatGPT's login page window?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm just pasting what I was saying here. Suggest 5 trending research areas in the mental health using AI. I'm just asking. See here, it has given me some answers. 5 trending research areas for the mental health. It has given me some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some 5 areas it is giving. So I have taken some areas like see here early detection of mental disorders. First, it has given me something. Then it is giving me why, what is happening, why it matters, key research questions, monitor and digital phenotyping via mobile phones. And it is giving me some other answers as well. So it is giving me some 5 broad areas. Okay. It is asking you me question like can I identify some 10 recent high impact papers? We can proceed with that one. But before that, let us give my second suggest innovative AI based because my I have clearly given my data is like social media data. So let me try with the social media data as well. So I'm asking to suggest some innovative AI based approaches for early detections.
ಏ ಪಪ್ಪ ನಾನು ಬಿಸಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ
Uh,
ಆಮೇಲೆ
requesting participants to kindly mute yourself. Okay. See now, earlier I have not mentioned about what is my data sets. Now I am very clear. My like I am going to concentrate only on the social media data. I am going to concentrate only on the cancer patients. I am going to concentrate only on the heart-related disease. So I see my I would narrow down to social media, linguistic or text-based markers on social media. As I told you, my objective is completely of depression detection. So I got some broader. I have narrowed down to some results now. You can see that I have narrowed down to some results now. Here, in this results, again, I've given you them why promising what is happening, all these things we have started given here. Okay. See, by end, we will get some sort of challenges. Okay. Now I can ask ChatGPT. Okay. Kindly pick. Now, the next one is I'm asking papers from 2020 to 25. I'm asking it to give me a summary of the recent 5 years papers. 5 years papers. It is giving me a summary. I'm asking him to find out the summary from the recent 5 years papers. First, I started with the broad area. Then I narrow down to what exactly I need. Now I have narrowed down to finding out the recent 5 years papers summary, so that it will give me a reference as well as the summary what exactly it talks about. See, you can try in your own areas because we have people from this group. We have multiple domains: mechanical, electrical, or any other different domain. People also is there. You can try on your own domain. Okay. Now, now we can ask them identify exactly a gap. In these papers for further study. Identify a gap in these papers for the further study. See here it has started giving me a table. Exactly what is it they have done. Okay, what is the identification, gaps identification that they have done. See here, deep learning based depression detection method, they have given some paper, just for example, I'm telling. Here they have given the gap as the data set bias because it is mostly in English. As I told you, my objective is to do some sort of depression detection analysis using some data sets. That too, mainly it is of social media data sets it is using. So it is completely in English. People from India or any other countries who do not know English, normal people, they cannot use this model at all. So it is bias. And only the static text snapshots they have used. No validation with clinical outcomes. They have not used the real time data sets, only some self labeled data they have used. And you can see that they have taken cross 2025. What are the concrete research idea we can use it, we can see you can get the idea for the next idea. It has given the idea whether we are detecting on the cultural basis or the early detection or the lack of explainability. We can use any one of this and start building our own problem based on our own interest. We can start doing it. See here, we can build an cross-sectional lingual depression detection LLM fine-tuned on bilingual Indian data. So we can select one of this concrete research idea. We have got some sort of research idea based on my own interest. Then I'm going to take only that idea and ask them, ChatGPT, give papers related to this topic. 5 papers. I'll ask only the five top cited papers related to this topic. I'll ask Yes. See here, these are the five cited articles. Okay, you can see here. Still, it is loading. Still, it is loading. It has given me some. It is based on the language both for the Indian context because, as I told you, only one problem statement I have taken. It is for the languages for Western English. It is depression models. I can build it for the Indian languages as well. Okay, or South Asian languages, non-English people they can use it. Okay, we have given here how to leverage. See here, it has given me how to build my bilingual ILLM. Okay, it has given me the examples. Okay, now from this, so now only from these five papers, I am not using now all the papers. Only five papers I have taken. Okay, I have taken now an innovative ideas. I am able to find out, formulate the research idea. I am able to find out the research idea from this. I can take any one of these as my title for the further research. See, it is given mostly what is the problem statement. Most AI models for depression detection from social media text are trained on English only Western datasets, which fail on code mixed. English or Hindi mixed or Tamil English mixed language is there. Okay, we can be able to use it or in English, the Kannada mix. If it is there, we can use it. So with the help of five papers, we are able to find out what is the research contribution we can able to deploy the LLM. Now, what I am asking it, okay. Now I got the problem statement. So my objective is the social media post. I'm going to take one of this. Then I'll ask what are the research methodology. That's is giving me the research design, the overview. We need to develop a cross-sectional, cross-lingual transformer model that can detect early depressive cues. You can see here what are the data we can use it, data sets we can use, approach, what are the pre-processing steps we can use it. So now I'll be able to find out I got my research problem statement. What are the general ideas for that? What are the evaluation metrics? All the ideas I got it just from my by searching in the proper place. Now, if I have any other model, okay, now what I have need to do, I need to do some sort of changes in okay, here any one of the method. Let me take one of this. See now I have an data set is there, data source is there. I'll ask a question: is there any standard data sets which are which standard data sets level? I'm asking: is there any standard data set available? The good thing with ChatGPT is remember they'll have in memory what are the things. See here, it has given us the standard data sets of Indian models because I am doing it for the Indian languages. Say Bengali, it is standard data sets because there. Why do we need a standard data set? Because only when we are using these data sets, we'll be able to compare our data sets. Now, I got my data sets also. Now I'm asking, I'll take one of the data set. Let me take this Bengali social media data set. I'm just asking because as I told you, comparison is very important. So any papers which are any research, I will go with the any research articles used this data set which can be compared with my model. Now I need to find out whether existing any people, anybody has done using the same data set so that I'll be able to compare my model. If it is not available, there is no use of doing it. See, if some limited people have worked on so on some topic, right, we'll have very big good scope to get paper accepted in a quicker way. Because if I am having a paper home automation system, there will be 100 papers in the same topic. What is the use? See here we got it. We have used this Bengali dataset. Multilingual survey papers. Dataset records are there. Earlier works. How to compare them? We can use it. Use the exact model. Okay. Since your model is formed from theory. Okay. Now I can form a results table template for comparison. I can ask. See here below is the ready model comparison model. What we can use it. There, what are the parameters they have used? Accuracy, precision, recall. What are the parameters they have used? It is clearly given all the parameters as well. This is the proposed model. So it is clearly given what are the parameters in my model. I need to concentrate on my accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, AUC. Okay. And see the language setting is completely for Bengali test written because Bengali dataset we have used. I have told one powerdrill.ai. With that tool, we can able to check with our own data set. We can create one data set on our own for our language, what we are using it. We can build a model and then we can test our own data set. So if we want to standardize our data set, we should give a write as a paper for our data set and then made it available. Once it is available, then you can use our own data sets. The Power Drill AI will be able to help us to identify the gaps in our own data set. That also tomorrow we will be discussing about how to use the Power Drill AI for the data sets usage. So now it is done. Now I'll ask it. Ask, can you write a draft of the paper? So now it is given like we have given a solid concept. Can you see now the paper is getting written? But this is actually a draft. How our paper should look like. This is not our paper. So we can see that whatever things we have done some narrow down the topic, then to from the broad topic. Then we have asked a few questions what are the best in the existing papers. Then we have given a title and asked exactly what is to be done, what is the gap for my social data, that too in English language to Hindi language or Bengali language or an Indian language, any existing papers existing for those things. Evaluated my data sets, whether it is available, who have worked on the data set, then what are the methods we have used. So it is like in paper, it is getting ready. Now, which section is missing in the coverage now? Which section we have not touched? Anybody can tell me? It has done the literature review.
References, sir.
That also we will see here. So we will complete a little bit with ChatGPT alone today. Tomorrow we'll start with the new tool. See now, it is done. Paper section is written as I told you, abstract and title, everything is written there. See the abstract as I told you, it should give an introduction. It will give an introduction part in the abstract. Then it will tell about the existing problem statement. Then it will tell about what exactly you are doing, what exactly you are doing. Then it will tell about okay, what is the model we have used, all those things. Then it will tell the results. What are the results you got it? What is the data set you have used? What are the results you got it? Then it will tell you the application. So whatever said in the beginning, right? It should have a introduction part in the abstract. Then it should tell about the problem statement in the abstract. Then it should tell about the methodology what you are going to use it. It should tell about the data set or the flow how it is going on. Then it should tell about your result. Finally, it should give an application of your work. And this should be the abstract. This should be the abstract. Okay. The introduction part, as I told you, see here, as I told you, the abstract, the last portion of the abstract should tell about the importance of your work. Therefore, this study helps to develop. So, this is your importance of your work. Literature review part again, I said I'll tell not tell now. We will see it separately. The different tool. We will use different tool to write the literature review part. So don't worry about that. And the what are the objectives of the research? Then data collection, as I told you, it has taken the data collection. So mainly they have taken the Bengali data collection it has taken. So now if I need to change this transformer alone, we can ask them to change transformer alone. Okay. Then we will see the last references. See, these references are in one of the format. We will ask, okay, change the citations and references in IEEE conference format. I'll say we'll change all the references in the IEEE conference format where we will use a square bracket to right. Yes. See here now, as I said, in the template, it has completely changed the format. You can see here it has given the citations in the square brackets. In the IEEE normal conference template, it has done. See here, completely it has changed it. The template in the IEEE format, it has been changed. There is no need for using any other tool to do the formatting for the references. Directly with your GPTs, we can able to do it. With that, we are able to have an outline of a draft. It is not a paper ready paper, draft paper. We are able to find it out with the help of the GPT. Okay. Anybody is having doubt up to this, or is it clear up to this?
Actually, sir,
Yes.
actually, you clearly explained about how to drop the paper and all.
Mm, mm,
Anyway, now it is ready paper, okay.
mm.
And moreover, it is from Chat GPT, no, sir. How much plagiarism it's supposed to be having?
See,
And
it is,
anyway,
if you
all
take
people
it,
will
yes.
do same thing.
Sir, actually, it will be 100
Yes.
percentage plagiarism. Plagiarism will not be there, whereas 100 percentage it will be AI detection will be there, because paper is completely drafted by the AI tool. So it will have 100 percentage AI usage only will be there. Okay, this is how we can draft a
Okay.
paper. We will tomorrow we will see how to make this paper without the AI detection. Okay, we will see those things also tomorrow, along with how to write down the paper in a
Okay.
review paper, literature review section, because I didn't concentrate on the literature review section today. Tomorrow we will see
Okay.
different tool, completely different tool, which will give us a very exhaustive literature review section that will be discussed tomorrow, sir. This
Okay,
is
sir.
how the
Okay,
paper
fine.
is
Thank you.
draft, how the paper drafted, how to bring out the main objective of using the GPT is how to find out the problem identification. Not the objective is not to write down the paper, sir. The objective is clearly how to find out a problem statement for our work.
Okay,
Sir,
okay,
can
sir.
you
Fine,
please
sir.
share the chat conversation which you had with Chat GPT, sir?
Actually, no, I'll be sharing you one good prompt link, sir. Just we have asked one few doubts, right? I will give you a prompt, completely a prompt, ChatGPT prompts, like from this starting how to ask ChatGPT completely. We will be sharing it, sir.
Sorry for asking, sir, but I didn't had the hands-on activity. I just went through the video which you are showing,
No problem.
or the prompt which you are making with the Chat
Hmm.
GPT.
Hmm.
That's why I asked, sir.
No problem, sir. No problem, sir. I'll be sharing you completely how to use. I'll show you here, sir. This share I will be sharing it 1 second.
Sir, you'll be sharing today or tomorrow?
No, no. Tomorrow after the event, I'll be sharing it, ma'am. Today I'll share you the today's
Oh,
prompts. What are the prompts to be used for the GPT? You know that I'll be sharing it today only. I'll share it. I'll show you now once.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay.
That will be helpful for us. That will be helpful.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
Huh.
Yes,
yes,
sir, yes,
yes,
sir.
yes. That will be done,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
I'll be showing you this now. Just a minute. Hope you can see that one Word document is there. Is it visible? Am I visible? Is it
Yes, sir.
visible, all of you? Yes, yes,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
it is.
Visible, sir.
yes. Thank you,
Yes, sir.
thank you. See here, okay. See now, I have just given that topic how to generate all those things, but how to give as a prompt. It is very, as I told you, prompt is very important to give in a GPT. So you can give as a prompt, act as an expert in machine learning. I've taken the example as domain as machine learning in agriculture. I don't have any idea. I'm just thinking of doing a domain in machine learning. Each and every step it will give us, if you whatever the prompt you need to give exactly, if you give the prompt you will get completely the complete guidance you will get. This I'll be sharing it, sir. From the conclusion, everything I'll be sharing it. Okay, all these things I'll be sharing it by end of the day or by tomorrow end. Once I complete the session, no, everything will be shared in a Google Drive. Any other doubts if you have, you can ask me regarding the article writing. Tomorrow I'll share the how to do the literature review section, how to draw the diagrams section. We will draw and we'll find out how to find a suitable journal of the conference, how to escape from the predatory journals. All those things we'll be discussing tomorrow. Kindly join on time.
Sir,
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, on doubt, sir.
Yes, sir.
sir,
Yes, yes, sir.
can
Sir,
we
you.
use can we
Bharat
use
sir.
spin bot, sir?
1 second, sir. Bharat sir is
Can
asking a
we
question.
use spin bot?
Spinbot or Quillbot. Spinbot or Quillbot, we can use it for paraphrasing, sir. But I recommend you to write down the statements in on our own. I'll tell you the importance
Yes,
of
sir.
the using the our own writing. Maybe tomorrow I'll discuss about how to use a Quillbot first. Then I will tell you why you should not use the Quillbot also.
Okay,
Oh,
sir.
Sir, is there any format like to present a literature review of any papers when we are doing the presentation of our research work?
Yes, ma'am. We have a format. We it depends upon the place. If it is in UG level, it will be a different level. Expectation will be there. If it is in a PhD level, a different format we can use it. But again, it is our own perspective. What are the things we need to project it to the audience? We can accordingly we can form a literature review template. A PPT.
Can you show some slides or anything
Yes,
tomorrow
yes,
on
yes.
this?
Tomorrow I'll share you the literature review template. How it
Oh,
can be there.
okay, sir. Thank
hello.
you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bharat sir.
Sir, you draft some references through GPT only, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello. Sir,
Yes,
but
sir. Bharat sir.
when the references what the GPT is provided, it's not some may be the fabricated, means the actual paper is not there, but like some Google link or some like a XYZ website, we are referring that the source, but it's not actual research paper link.
Correct.
It's not actual author paper
Yes,
link.
yes, exactly, sir. Because ChatGPT, what
Yeah.
it will do, it is just a large language model. So what it will do, if
Hmm.
you are having your own paper in your repository, if you are searching something paper and then writing your own paper,
Hmm.
before publishing, if it is in GPT, it will take as a reference and then give you wrong reference. Even textbook also, if you take, sir, it will give you some wrong textbooks references. The content of the textbook will be wrong. That is why ChatGPT we can use it for the idea generation. How to write down the literature reviews, which means exactly what are the papers which we are going to write down. That we will be using it in another tool called as the Semantic Scholar tomorrow.
So, no, sorry,
So
sorry.
as
You draft complete paper using the
yes, yes,
references like you selected like a recent study of 2020 on 2025. In that, I'm asking that whatever the reference the GPT has provided,
yes,
in
says
that
yes.
there may be a fake references or a fake,
Correct.
fake
There will the
research.
100% there will be some sort of references which are dummy references will be there. Okay. For that we
Uh,
need to have a cross verification. For that we can use a semantic scholar. That is why tomorrow we will have a literature review section where we will know what are the exact reviews.
so
Now we
sorry,
have taken.
because we
I
with
understood,
that
sir.
that
I
reference
understood
only
your
we
query.
drafted complete paper, no sir.
I
If we
understood
once again look for the cross check, like if you don't have the proper reference, then the
your.
paper will be invalid, right?
100% is 100% is, sir. That is why I just shown you the GPT today. Okay, tomorrow when we talk about the next tool, I will tell what is the problem with GPT. Understood,
Yes,
no,
sir.
sir? Understood, no,
It's
sir?
not a complete. It's just the idea. GPT is the
Yes,
idea.
just the idea, just the idea. As I told you, okay, just an idea it is. Tomorrow we will see the semantic scholar or other tools how to download those papers and upload it in the GPT to so that we will have an proper exact references which will match to us.
Sorry for interruption,
Sir,
sir.
your idea is whether
I just wanted to conclude, like, whether are you improvising the idea which has been generated by the GPT tomorrow, sir?
Yes, sir. We are going to improvise and we will be seeing how to take the standard papers, collect the proper papers from the literatures and the other tools, and then give it to ChatGPT for the improvising it. Because ChatGPT will not give us proper references. Okay, so what we are going to do, we will take the references from the other tool where we will have an exact references with the citations. That papers we will download. Those papers we will give it to GPT. Then we'll ask GPT to draft from those papers.
Uh, Good evening, sir. Sorry for
Yes,
the
ma'am.
interruption.
Yes, ma'am. Srivani, ma'am.
Sir, do we get the presentation as well in ChatGPT? Whatever we are drafting now, you have shown us the draft, and if you want to present our ideas, do we get that
Mhm.
PPT in chat
ChatGPT PPTs it will generate, ma'am, but it will not be to up to that standard level. Okay,
with
we
the
can take it as a
diagrams?
reference. Yeah, yeah, that is
When
what.
we give some ideas,
Hmm.
will it able to generate that with the diagrams? Like any
Yes, it
ideas
will.
you?
It will generate the diagrams, but it will have some sort of flaws in the diagrams. So always it is secondary thought to check. Then we should take it in the references, ma'am.
But any ideas we can take it, no, sir. That
Yes, yes,
can
yes.
be
We can
explained
take.
in this
Yes, yes.
workshop.
To generate it using the images, no, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Will it
we will do it.
be
We will do
will
it.
it
We'll
be
try
done
to do
in
it.
this?
We will try
Okay,
to do it tomorrow.
thank you, sir.
That we will.
Hello, sir.
Ah, ma'am,
Hello,
Rekha,
sir.
ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Actually, my daughter is how to remove. Is there any tool to remove the AI content from the paper when
Some
you
tools are.
draft the paper?
Uh, some tools are available, ma'am. But those tools, no. Even though tools are available, but even then, no, it will not be equal to human writing because one example I'll
Okay.
tell you. An example I'll tell you. See, in a classroom, the class teacher will teach us the classes and will they'll
Yes.
provide us some materials as well. So now I'll read those materials. Then in the examination, I'm going to give an answer for those questions. If I am taking those answer scripts and giving it to a machine to check for the plagiarism or AI content, both will be zero. Yes or no, ma'am?
Yes.
Why it is happening? Because it is the same content which is there in the material. I am writing it
Yes.
on my paper, but there is no matching. Though the
Yes.
content is
Yes.
correct, full marks I got it. Why it is happening? Because whatever content I have taken, I am writing it on my own. It will not have any concept will be correct, whereas
Yes.
content will be different.
Yeah.
Whatever you're writing in the writing flow, all those things will be different, so that won't have an human AI detection will not be there, plagiarism will not be there. Same thing
Oh,
always I suggest that you can take ideas from the AI tool, you can draw diagrams from the AI tool, whereas for the paraphrasing you can use it for one level. Second level of paraphrasing should be done with only the direct human intervention, which means we should write down our own.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Though the
Yes.
tools are available, we should not rely on the complete tools, because once
Okay.
AI tools are there, again we'll have an anti tools like to find out how much AI is used.
Okay.
That is why, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
Yes,
hello,
yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir, Vijay, sir.
Sir, for AI plagiarism, how much
Ah.
percentage, sir, minimum?
So it is, see, depends upon the journals or the conference, sir. If it is a normal conference, up to 20 percentage they will allow in some conferences, sir. If it is journals, up to 5 percentage they will allow, sir.
Oh, 5%. Okay.
Up to 5 percentage
Sir,
standard journals like Q1, Q2 journals, it will allow up to 5 percentage, sir.
sir,
Okay,
I
sir.
have
Thank you,
one
sir.
doubt. Sir, I
Yeah.
have one doubt, sir.
Yes, sir, Rajesh, sir.
Sir, I have written a survey paper. In that,
Hmm.
I have mentioned the keywords. I
Hmm.
checked with the plagiarism